Hi friends, today I would like to talk to you guys about triggers and how to identify them and how to heal those triggers. And also, it makes life so much better when you understand your triggers, and that way you'll have more peace and self-compassion for yourself instead of always getting upset at why is this triggering me. Instead, you can have self-compassion and forgiveness and understanding of where something may be stemming from. Perhaps it was from early childhood, or maybe you don't even know where it is from. However, having that self love and understanding that, right now I'm upset and it's okay, and just self soothing. And when it comes to those times when you're being triggered, is the best way to handle it. So, a trigger is um, it's very similar to I would say a trigger point or like a wound, right? So let's say that in early childhood somebody, your parents or your loved ones or somebody didn't accept you for who you are, or perhaps you experienced some form of trauma. And believe it or not, most of us did experience trauma. And then in adulthood, you'll meet some people in your life that will push on that wound and will push on that rejection wound, or will be something, or they'll say or do something that seemingly is very small to them, but to you is a big deal, and you will feel like you're back in that situation, and you may not even recognize the situation, but it will feel very activating for you. So this is the main way to recognize a trigger, is when you feel contracted, you feel upset, you feel emotional upset, anger, frustration, and almost like a child that you will have a high intense emotional reaction to a seemingly normal situation. Perhaps somebody said to you, "Oh, you look tired today," or somebody will, let's say your partner talks to somebody at work for work purposes, but then you'll feel triggered and upset because you may feel jealous, or that they are pushing on a trigger wound from childhood. So, when you have this type of reaction in your life, when you have a strong emotional reaction to a situation or a problem, or somebody upsets you, I want you to ask yourself, is this coming from this person, or is this from my past? And you can even ask the universe and the angels and guides and the little child within you to show you exactly what the truth of the situation is. And you can do another exercise that I do a lot by asking the four questions. Is this true? Can I absolutely know that this is true? Who would I be without this thought? And then you reverse the thought, and then instead of saying, let's say, um, this person is upsetting me, you can say this person is not upsetting me, or and then find evidence why that is true. So it's I think I forgot who the person is who invented this method. Honestly, it's just forgot right now. However, I just want to encourage you to look at your triggers, because believe it or not, triggers could be running your life and could be causing a lot of havoc in your life. And when you start looking at those triggers and you start addressing the root of the cause, the problem exactly at the root. For example, you are feeling rejected and upset by something somebody said. Instead of taking it out on that person, you're looking at the root of the problem, and you may be identifying that it's coming from childhood, or it's coming from a past relationship. And that way you can start healing that wound and giving yourself self-compassion, instead of judging yourself always. Why am I always being emotionally triggered all the time, and why is this upsetting me so much? And not and judging yourself even more for having that emotional reaction to a situation. So the more aware we are, the more we practice self-compassion, the more those triggers will dissipate, and we self-soothe in those moments. You can self-soothe by being compassionate to yourself, by talking something like you would talk to a child. Hey, I love you. I know that you're upset right now. What can I do to help you? Or you can do some type of yoga, meditation, journaling. Honestly, for me, the best thing that works is journaling, writing down my thoughts, processes, and why am I triggered right now, and what's causing me my triggers, and self-analyzing everything that's going through my head. And believe it or not, I get to the root cause quickly. So I encourage you to, if you don't know why you're upset and what's causing this problem and this issue, is to write down why you may, well, everything that you can think of, right? You're writing down your feelings, what this person did that upset you exactly, and perhaps you can look at the root cause and see where's this stemming from, what is the wound, what is the issue that's been pressed, right? Because we all have deep emotional wounds that have been there for millennia, perhaps even from past lives and such, that we may not even be aware of. So I encourage you to write down your feelings and let me know if this works for you. And I thank you so much for watching. See you guys in the next video. Bye bye.